Hey, Phobos, sisters, brothers, and others, I'm Jinx.
Snacks.
And I'm Clueless.
And this is Sisters of the Macabre.
Please cue the intro.
Ba-da-da-da.
Da, 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 da.
Yes!
Sorry.
I'm here
I
for
saw
it.
an opportunity.
You know what's funny is that's my text tone. Anyway, moving on. Q, what are we talking about today?
Changelings.
Ooh.
Immediate changelings.
Yes, changelings and other mythos that fall under said category. And said category is going to branch into the lore and superstitions surrounding kidnapping children and peoples. Because apparently, changelings kidnapping people is rated E for everyone.
Ooh. We don't discriminate.
Yeah, no, we don't. Apparently.
This is an equal opportunity felony that we are committing.
And this is a subject I do like, but my information could be wrong, so if I am incorrect in any way, please email and correct me, and then I will see about probably doing an update.
Nicely,
please. Be gentle. I cry.
Yeah, if you yell at me, I'm just gonna delete it, just so you guys are aware.
I might
She's not gonna tell me about it.
I might be half Mexican, but my Irish is skin and I bruise easy.
And I won't know about it, as far as I know. The email doesn't exist.
Yeah, no, if you guys yell at us, I'm just gonna delete it, because you can talk to us and correct us nicely without yelling at us. It's something you're physically capable of.
Alright, so changelings are typically fairies who switch out their children for other children, or their elderly for other children, or new brides and grooms to be, or new mothers. And they'll switch them out with either their own children, the elder fairies, or a hunk of wood that they enchanted.
Okay.
But they are also other changelings can also be trolls, and I will list them off as we go down. I have it all written down. Yeah. Alright, so changelings are typically a European mythos, but there are other cases, such as in Poland and Scandinavia. Yeah, they're part of them too. But Spain and Wales and the U.S. and Africa.
Okay.
Of course, there's different names for them depending on where you are, but
right.
The thread still follows. And so, changelings, usually you can spot a changeling if they're sickly looking, they're small stature. Unfortunate for those who were born in dwarvism in medieval times.
Oh, yeah.
A beard or long teeth. Kids who had that gene where they grew hair profusely all over their body. Sucks for them.
Mm-hmm.
Intelligence beyond their years or uncanny insight. We all kind of know what that sounds
like.
I
would have been a fucking considered a changeling when I was a kid.
Unusual behavior while alone, characterized by dancing, jumping, or playing instruments, but those are typically exclusive to the Irish-Scottish mythos. That just sounds like an autistic child who doesn't have to ask anymore.
I was gonna say, that's me! Like, what are you talking about?
It's very, very, geez, it's very sad, but anyways. And I have a list of reasons why children would be taken, or adults. The fairies need a servant. They love or have hatred for the human child. elder fairy care. You know, instead of finding a retirement home for them, they just find a human family.
Jesus.
Or they're
Okay.
beautiful, and the traits that they target are those with blonde hair and blue or silver eyes.
Oh, thank
Particularly
goodness.
traits that evoke brightness or reflectivity. Yeah, it's a whole fucking thing. Like they're supposed to be the epitome of innocence and purity or whatnot. They're like blessed by gods or something, depending on which mythos you're looking into. But anyways, sorry.
It's okay. Have fun.
Uh, the fairy parents take the human child to replace their child in the tithe to hell, which is basically they're supposed to give their own children a hell, but it's like any child will do. Let me take yours.
Here's the
Rude.
neighbor's kid. He's been a little shit all week.
Yeah.
Take Timmy. He's a pain in my ass.
But yeah, they don't even have to be switched anyways. Like there is one where they are of fey birth, quote unquote, born with a caul across their face and are predicted will soon die. Basically
Oh,
the
great.
amniotic fluid was stuck with on their face. And that's apparently a bad sign.
Ew. Okay.
And what they did to prevent it was invert coats around the baby and open a pair of iron scissors around them.
Right, because iron burns.
Yes. Reasons adults are taken. They're newly married, either taken as a human bride or suitor. They're new mothers. Uh, Basically, they're just there to nurse the fairy children, and it's believed that
Mm.
human milk is necessary for fairy children to survive.
Okay.
One case where where it reached the courts was a case. I have the English name. I don't dare to try and mispronounce and butcher the name. But
Okay.
the case of Bridget Cleary is a well-known case of an adult thought to be a changeling by her family. Her husband killed her, attempting to force the fairies to return his real wife.
Oh,
On
Jesus.
She was born February 19th, 1868, and died March 15th of 1895. She was an Irish woman who was murdered by her husband, and they couldn't tell whether she was immolated or her body set on fire immediately after her death.
Oh, great.
Damn.
The gruesome nature of the case prompted extensive press coverage, and the trial was followed by the news closely across Ireland.
Right.
Now, if you're kidnapped by a troll, they find that being raised by humans is what is it? It's more respectable.
Hmm.
And they target those that are unbaptized, and they will typically use the captured children as slaves.
Now.
And I have something from a folklorist, D.L. Ashleman, who proposes his essay on changelings. It illustrates an aspect of family survival in pre-industrial Europe. Basically, low-income families had to like depend on labor and money from it, and they had to rely on each other to keep the house going. And it was difficult to provide for somebody that can't fend for themselves. So it was thought that maybe changelings was just an excuse and a guilt-free way of casting them out or killing them outright.
Ah.
And changeling tales support other historical evidence in suggesting that infanticide was frequently the solution selected.
Jeez.
I don't like that at all.
It's a very dark history. It's one of the reasons why I like it. It's kind of like it shows and highlights the dark past that we came from,
Mm-hmm.
and nobody's guilt free. We all
Right.
come from such a dark past, and it's very sad, and I'd like to take the moment to, like, research everything so that then, like, I can just, like, kinda, like, bring focus and light to, like, the tragic end that a lot of these kids suffered through.
Yeah, because that's horrendous.
It is. Alright, next. It got heavy, I'm sorry. It
Eh,
always makes me feel a little heavy.
well, and that's a very heavy subject.
It is.
I mean, this is talking about children being murdered because of one thing or another. That's most likely just a mental thing that they have going on, but they don't understand that. Mental health isn't
What?
exactly understood way back when, so
It's not even really understood now. There's such a stigma to it.
Yeah,
exactly.
and it's not even just kids, like, this guy literally murdered his wife, and,
Right.
like, the reason why he was able to get away with it was because she was gone for 2 weeks, and she got a little too big for her britches. She came home, and obviously he didn't recognize her because he'd never met her, and she had also changed from the wedding day. And so he was presented with the perfect excuse. "My wife is a changeling, I must kill her so that then I can get her back."
Yeah,
Sure,
I
makes
no.
sense.
Sure, if you're delusional enough, anything can make sense.
We're all Delulu here.
But in this case, being Delulu is not the Salulu.
That was so eloquently put, thank you.
I got that from Charlotte Debray.
Okay.
In Cornwall, they have this thing, called the Men Al and Hole stones,
Okay.
and it's said to have a pixie or fairy guardian that can make miraculous cures, and in one case, a changeling baby was passed through the stone for the mother to have her real child returned to her.
Okay.
It's like, that's really cool. Instead of having to kill your child, you just throw your baby across this stone wall and you get your baby back.
Jesus Christ, okay. All I can think of is that Cyanide and Happiness episode where
Oh
they're
my
in
god.
Canada. Yeah, where they're in Canada and wife's like about to pop and he like fucking basically aims her to where when she pops out the baby it lands in America, so it was born in America. That's all I
Oh
can
my
think of.
god.
I'm so
Jeez.
sorry.
Shit's
No, you're fine.
That's all I could think of. I was like, oh fuck. So just throw your baby over a wall. You're good to go. Okay, carry on. Sorry.
All good. It's all good. We need to inject some levity and happiness into this.
Yeah, have a
Yeah,
have
cyanide
the
and happiness is perfect levity.
Gotta get it
cyanide
when
and
you can.
happiness.
Nothing says palate
Yep.
cleanser like cyanide and happiness.
That's gotta be a quote.
Oh, I need that on a t-shirt.
Oh man, you know what? I'll draw it out. I'll
Yes.
I'll have her saying it. Just give
Okay,
me
all
the
right.
exact saying.
I will later. Anyway, continue.
In Germany, they have a different method of getting their child back.
Do
Oh
they?
boy.
One is confusing the fuck out of them. And the
Okay.
examples I was given was by cooking or brewing in eggshells.
Oh, okay.
Basically, what happens is if you do that, you cook or brew something in an eggshell, the child, who is supposed to be a child, will speak with speak full sentence. I've lived many, many years, and I've never seen anybody cook in an eggshell.
Fuck do you cook in an eggshell?
I don't know,
Right.
but it's
Like,
funny and it's confusing enough that it'll cause a changeling to, like, break character.
That would make me break character. It would break me in general. What the fuck are you
right.
doing? Cooking in a eggshell. That would
Yeah,
break me.
I would not be okay. I'd be like, what the fuck do you mean?
That just means it
I would be
works.
more concerned about you for cooking in the eggshell.
That
Yeah.
that means it works. It works really well.
Okay. Mom's
Cool.
gone off the deep end, and that's fine.
Just a typical
Another is
Tuesday.
what?
Just a typical Tuesday. Sorry, go on.
Honestly. The other is attempting, not doing, attempting to heat the changeling in an oven. Basically, you're pretending to like, oh, I'm turning on the oven. Oh, look at that! I have the baby. I'm opening the oven.
Ooh, I'm gonna cook ya.
I'm gonna cook you. And I'm gonna eat.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus fucking Oh!
But apparently
Crying,
some parents,
okay.
but apparently some parents did do that.
Oh god, of course I did.
Like not
I'm pretty
joke.
sure I did that with my kid when she was a baby just because I was being stupid.
I meant not joking. They actually did it.
Yeah, I
Oh,
know.
boy.
I'm saying I did it because I was being
No,
funny.
I meant they
Something
actually
about
put
butt
the
in the
baby in
oven
the
not
oven.
being done.
Yep.
No,
Yep,
I did it
that's
because she
it.
was like super colicky, and I'm like, this bun's not done. So I took her and opened the oven and said she needs to bake a little longer.
Fucking shit. I've never
She
baked a
wouldn't
baby
shut up.
twice, but I never thought to bake a baby twice.
Oh my
Another
god.
is hitting or whipping the child, which
Oh.
bad.
Yeah, don't
And
abuse.
others they just accept their fate and just understand like this baby is a baby and they need milk to grow kind of thing.
Right.
And it's just like some people just accept their fates.
Fair enough.
And this one I think had transferred to my mom.
Oh god.
Uh my mom used to do this thing where when we were babies, it also like translated into like Mexico for whatever reason, but that was called the I forgot what it is in Spanish, but it was basically the evil eye.
Okay.
And it sounds very much like this. When you look at a baby with envy, and my mom would, for all of us kids, she would, whenever we're out in carriages, or not carriages, but you know, the baby strollers,
Mhm.
she'd put a blanket over us so then nobody would look at us because she didn't want bad luck being placed upon us because somebody looked at us too long or were envious.
Okay.
So like yeah, it's like okay, that might be an Irish thing, but it also might be the evil eye thing.
Okay, fair enough.
And yeah, rated E for everybody. If you do the same thing for any guy or woman.
She says, "Okay."
Yeah. Oh yeah, and you could also prevent a would-be fairy kidnapper by saying God bless you.
Wah!
Apparently they're gonna stop where they are, put the baby down, and run.
Well,
God
shit.
bless you for taking my child. Really?
Or getting into an argument over who keeps the child. Confuse the fuck out of them.
Just a full-on custody battle?
Yeah. It could either be I deserve the child, no, I deserve the child, or you should have the child. Because apparently some fairies, they're very nasty, tricky things, and they do the opposite of what you say.
Oh, yeah. I'm
Beautiful, huh?
yes, I should have the child. I fucking birthed it. What the fuck do you mean?
No, you should keep the child.
I will, thank you.
Oh,
I will keep my child that I birthed. That's it.
in parts of northern England and Scotland, like parts of Scotland, they're not fairies, they're elves.
Mhm.
And it's known or it's possible that wait a minute, sorry. I'm
It's
reading
okay.
this.
You can read?
Okay. Yes, I
Sorry.
can.
I'm sorry.
I was reading
Didn't
in
know
the
you could
12th
read.
grade level in 5th grade.
I'm
Reading? I didn't
sorry.
know you could read.
I'm sorry. It was right there.
If they had it in the school yearbook, they'd put most likely to grow up to be a librarian, and my face would be on it.
Also, nice Draco, sis. I
Thank
did catch
you.
that. I
did
did catch that.
Sorry.
I did catch that.
I was like, my Draco on
No,
a
no,
couch.
no, you're Draco. It was nice. It was lovely.
Thank you.
I loved it. I
Carry
caught
on.
it.
Thank you. Carry on.
Okay. Sorry, Q, go ahead.
No, you're good. You're fine. Yeah, there's no winning with the elves. Apparently, I'm
Yep.
reading this right. The humans that are raised by the elves feel like they're a part of their family and stay, and the changeling that you have so painstakingly raised will be discontented and wearisome and will fuck off to their actual family.
So you lose both children.
Yeah.
Fucking
There's
rude.
no fucking winning, but at least you know that your child was actually treated well.
Fair.
That's the only win you get.
I guess so.
I guess.
If it could be counted.
Yeah, right? I'm like, okay.
In Poland, they're called mamuna or boginka. And they distinctly have large abdomens and unusually small or large heads.
Same.
You just randomly have a fucking big ass head or a tiny ass. All I can think of is shrunken heads now. Oh my god.
Fuck.
Shrunken
Thin
All you can
arms.
think of is what? Your mic cut out.
heads.
Oh my god. Okay.
Like
That's
Beetlejuice
just
in
where my
the
brain's
movie.
at. Yeah, exactly.
The first one, I mean.
Yeah, I get you.
Thin arms and legs, and a hairy body and long claws. Oh, and they're born with their teeth. Fuck! Imagine breastfeeding that.
Oh no.
Oh.
No. Oh no.
Yeah.
Mother, I hunger.
Mother, I crave nipples.
No! No!
We need to nip that in the bud right now.
Oh
Are you
my
getting
god.
sympathy pain snacks?
Am I what?
Getting sympathy pains?
Yes. I never breastfed, but yeah. Yeah.
God.
Yeah, okay. Carry on.
Oh, okay. I forgot I wrote these. So
Yes, you
we're
did.
discovering this together all over again.
Nice.
The way in Poland that they prevented the changelings was to tie a red ribbon on their wrist, tie a red ribbon on their wrist.
Then you were trying to say breast anyway.
Adorn them with the red hat, hide them from the moonlight, and neglect to wash their diapers after sunset.
Ew.
Okay.
Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. I guess if a would-be fairy kidnapper sees that as like, ugh. No, thank
A
you.
human kidnapper would see that and be like, ugh.
Yeah.
I would be
Okay.
like,
Yeah. But I'd also be very angry at the parents and be like, why the fuck are you not taking care of your child?
Both can be true. You can be
Yeah.
and also mad.
Yeah, valid.
Yeah. Oh, and they advise that you never turn your head from your sleeping baby. But if your child is still taken, yeah, the method is still deployed. You torture their child, but yeah, with a birch stick, pour water from an eggshell over it, while shouting,
The eggshells.
"Yours." The eggshells again. The eggshells.
The
Must be
eggshells.
because of the sulfur.
Huh?
Eggshells contain like a natural source of sulfur.
I'd have never known. I had a public education
So did I.
with unmedicated ADHD, and my parents
So
didn't
did I.
fucking tell me.
I learned that through my witchcraft studies. Anyway, moving on.
All while shouting, "Take yours, give mine back," and the kidnapping parent would feel sorry for their child and make the trade.
Ah. All right then.
In Sweden, it's trolls or other subterranean beings that I don't have the names to.
Okay.
And they have 2 stories, of which one of them ended on a meh note, not really good, not really bad, but another one that ended on a hilarious note.
Okay.
In one Sweden tale, a woman was advised to quote unquote brutalize the changeling, but she just couldn't do it. She couldn't bring herself to do that. I mean, like, just because like the child isn't hers doesn't mean that they deserve to be punished for what their parents did or whatnot.
Right.
And so therefore, like, she just couldn't bring herself to hurt this child because it was in essence a child, not hers. Her husband left her when she just refused to do anything. Like, he just told her, just release it into the woods, let nature take its course, and she just couldn't bring herself to do it. And when her husband left, she had actually found her son, her child, walking around, and he had explained that since she never hurt the child and her husband left, they realized they had no power over her, because apparently that's one thing that they do is they torment you. They didn't have any power over her and released him. I don't know
All
if she's
right.
taking care of 2 kids now.
Oh yeah, huh, that is a good question.
It is.
So how many
And
children do you take care of now?
she, maybe they took the other one back. But there's
Oh,
another
maybe.
tale, a Swedish children's story written by Helena Nyblom. I think that's how you say it.
Okay.
Uh, named something along the lines of Bland Tumtar och Troll. Uh, a princess was kidnapped by trolls and replaced with their offspring against the wishes of the troll mother. And they both grow up in their respective homes, but the human girl is disgusted by her like future like husband, and the troll girl is bored with her life as a dull human and with her dull human groom. And they leave their respective countries or kingdoms simultaneously, and the human woman sees her mother, the queen, and the queen automatically knows that's my daughter, and she's accepted. And the troll princess is just walking around, and then she meets this troll woman, and she's cursing up a storm loudly. And she's working and cursing as she's working, and the troll girl bursts into laughter, and the troll mother recognized her, and they kind of just like live happily ever after in their respective countries and kingdoms.
All right.
I like that. That's like the funniest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah. Definitely not what I was expecting.
Nope. I like to have some, at least some things with like a happy ending, a happy story.
Right.
Gotta wonder how true it is, but
You can
whoopa.
only hope.
Yeah. In Spain, they're called Zana, but they're technically a water nymph. And they're typically helpful. They help travelers, passerbys, and whatnot, but they will swap their children for yours so that then their children will be baptized. And they need somebody to help nurse their babies and whatnot. And they're easily confused. Or can be confused. Sorry.
Okay.
In Africa, they're called the Ogbanji. And they're not necessarily kidnapped children, more like an evil spirit that reincarnates. But it just so happens that they reincarnate as your child, which explains numerous miscarriages and SIDS, sudden infant death syndrome.
Oh.
And basically you're supposed to find its anchor, which has a name, Iye Uwa.
Okay.
That might not be how it's pronounced, but it's basically an anchor, and you're supposed to find and destroy it to release yourself of this curse or whatnot.
So it's a
But
lich.
kind of, scholars believe
Fine.
it's an attempt to
Sorry.
explain sickle cell anemia,
Mm-hmm.
how children are lost to it and whatnot.
Okay.
And they adopted the name Changeling because it's very similar to what they classify the Igbos as,
Mm.
or Ogbanji. So they themselves called it a changeling, which is why it's in here.
Gotcha.
And yeah, according to, or in the US, it was theorized that King Charles I of England was rumored to have been a changeling due to his peevish nature as a child, and a nursemaid's claim that a figure appeared mysteriously at his bedside and cast a cloak over the sleeping baby's cradle.
Yeah, you know what?
Okay.
I believe it.
And it's just like, I thought that'd be really fun, just like a little thing there, it's like rumor.
I love how we both just find stupid little things to add.
Hey, man, it's still part of it.
Yeah.
Rumor has it. Please don't sue me.
And there was a case in Iowa.
Sorry. Go on.
There was a case in Iowa in 1876 where a Miss Kitty Crow was taken by the fairies.
Kitty Crow.
Yep, spelled
Okay.
Kittie.
Okay.
And in 1826, Anne Roche bathed Michael Leahy, a 4-year-old boy unable to speak or stand, 3 times. In the flask, he drowned the 3rd time. Or she tried drowning him, and she succeeded the 3rd time. And she swore she was merely attempting to drive the fairy out of him. And the jury acquitted her of murder.
What?
Wow.
What? You said this was the 1800s?
1826. Anne Roche bathing Michael Leahy.
No. No. I don't like that.
We don't like it. Oh, and Jinx, you sent me some stuff. Do you want to talk about those?
Yeah, I could do like a small synapse of each
Yeah.
one. Hold on.
Like, they don't have to be changelings, but because changelings are very hard on the subject of kidnapping, they do fall under that. So yes, please.
Mm-hmm.
Give it to me, baby.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
Yes, we did it!
It worked!
It worked! We've been
For
having mic
context,
problems as of late.
yes, for context, every time I did that, it wouldn't pick it up. And, like, I said it, but the mic didn't pick it up, so I left her hanging during D&D, and she was just like, Jinx, why would you do this to me? I was like, wait a minute, no!
I thought she left me hanging, but she didn't. But still, what
It's the worst feeling.
nothing.
I know!
It's the worst feeling.
I felt so bad. Okay, so just a small synapse on other changeling-esque creatures. There were the Trows, which were related to trolls and fairies. They were said to swap their weekly Trow bairns. So weak children. Trow bairns are like Trow babies. And human children to have stronger and more beautiful baby raised by humans. In Slavic and Eastern European, you have the Rusalki or the Vodyanoi from like Russia and Ukraine. They don't exactly swap their young. They're water spirits and are sometimes blamed for the disappearance of children near rivers. Occasionally, stories say that they take a child to raise as one of their own, transforming them into another spirit. There are also the domovoi, which are generally benevolent house spirits, but older tales do suggest that they could steal a baby if it felt it was neglected or unloved, replace it with a strange spirit child as a warning, which I'm here for that one.
Honestly, yeah. Treat your
Yeah,
babies right.
yeah. Um, Scandinavia, they have the Holderfolk, which is kind of like Norway, Sweden, and they're forest spirits known for baby swapping, and they might replace a human infant with a Holdra child to have the human one raised in safety. Sometimes the changeling grows up to be helpful or gifted in music or magic. And then you did mention some African. You said the Akibu, didn't you?
Uh, oh,
Who?
Banji.
Okay, sorry. So the Akibu from the Yoruba tribe in West Africa. There are spirit children who repeatedly die and are reborn to the same mother. While no actual swaps are made, some tales say that mischievous forest spirits substitute a human infant with an Akibu child as punishment or a lesson, which is really fucked up.
Yeah,
Uh,
who's gonna fucking do that?
yeah, no, that's harsh. I'm going to butcher this one just because I don't know how to say it. It's from the Zulu tribe in Africa, but Tikoloshi? I don't know. Um, and they're trickster spirits that might interfere with children or families. Some variations say that they do steal the children to serve in the spirit world. And then you have Cherokee, the Nunehi, or the Yunwi Tsunsti. That's hard for me to say. And they're from North America. That's here. They're known as little people who sometimes take children into the mountains, not to harm, but to raise them in their hidden villages. The children may return many years later, aged strangely or gifted with healing powers. Um, in Japanese folklore, you have the kappas, which are usually water imps who lure or kidnap children, but not to replace them, more as a cautionary tale to keep kids from dangerous waters. Then you have the yokai mothers and the yamamba. You know, in some tales, mountain witches will steal infants and replace them with their own demon offspring or raise the stolen child as their own. And then in Middle Eastern cultures, they do have the jinn, and some stories of the jinn tell of them changing infants, especially if a baby isn't protected by prayers or amulets. And the swapped child might act strangely, sicken, or display supernatural traits. And that's all I got to say about that.
There is a
Wow.
movie called The Djinn, and it wasn't about a kidnapped child, but it was about like a djinn who had given birth to a half djinn, half human, and she just wanted her baby back. But this
I
guy,
want my baby
being an
back, baby.
asshole,
Baby back, baby
ref-
back, baby back.
refused to give the baby back. Jesus.
Sorry.
No, and it's just like it just kept getting more and more fucked up, and I felt more and more like saddened by
Mhm.
the events as like the thing was going on because this guy he wanted to like introduce his wife to his family or something.
Mhm.
But they stop at this hotel or this motel or whatnot. But yeah, yeah, they start noticing that shit's going weird, and then he finds out that the thing that's haunting them is actually his mother. She finally found him, and they're trying to have like a reunion, but his wife, because they had a previous SIDS incident with their child, which is why he kind of
Oh.
wanted to go back to his roots. The audience themselves finds out that the kid didn't die from SIDS. He was apparently malformed, and the mother killed him.
Oh, that's fucked.
So the husband was rightly mad about it, and the
Yeah.
mother was kind of, or the grandmother was mad about it too. So like they took revenge on her, and I don't know what happened at the end, but whew.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
A pretty short episode, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, short, sweet, to the point, except for me talking about cyanide and happiness. It's fine.
Hey man, we needed to inject some levity into this because like as much as I love this topic, it does get fucking heavy and we do need to remind ourselves that like we can't do anything about it now. The time has passed, but we can still show some kind of remorse for everything, but also not to let it take over.
Right. All right. Well, Thank you guys so much for joining us today. If you want to send us an email, that is sistersofthemacabre@gmail.com. We are on Facebook as Sisters of the Macabre Podcast. We do have 2 pages on Facebook right now. I've been fighting with it and fighting with it, and I can't get it to work. So we have Sisters of the Macabre Podcast, and then we have the SOTM Podcast page. They are both us. They are both safe. But anyway, and then we are on Instagram at SOTM Podcast 1. I'm Jinx.
Yeah, I'm Snacks.
I'm clueless.
And we are out of here. Okay, thanks. Bye. We love you.
Bye.
Bye.